Oh my God, we're live. We figured this out.
All right. We must be geniuses now. Welcome to Big Brother, guys. Tonight was the premiere. Lots of new information. This is Big Brother 23. Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh, 23 already?
23.
It seems like last year it was 22.
It does, right?
I know.
So fast. And, you know, apparently.
We've already evicted Jamie Joe.
Jamie's going to try and pop back in. She's having some technical difficulty. Looks like Got's here.
We've got.
Hey! Oh. Hey! Look at that!
My God. Look at this. New Jamie. New Jamie.
Florida visitor. How are you?
No. Hardly knew Jamie.
Hardly knew her. Yeah. She's having some issues with her internet, so she might pop back in, chit-chat with us, send us messages. We don't know. But, you know, or she's probably watching if she can't get in. I don't know. But we were just saying tonight was premiere, Big Brother 23. And we did learn something tonight. We learned that if you've been watching Big Brother for 10 years, you are a super fan.
I am a super fan.
Well, there you go. I was thinking 23, like 10 out of 23. Does that make you a super fan? I think to be a super fan, don't you have to be like really like obsessed?
Yeah, I think so.
Like every season, right? To be super fan. That's how I would think it, but you know.
See, I'm not obsessed. I just enjoy watching the show, but then I forget. I mean, except for last year and maybe 2 years ago, I can't tell you who won before that.
I mean, if you start talking about it, then I'll start remembering. But I don't have that memory like Jamie can just whip it out of what year it was, and she knows this alliance and that alliance. I can't remember that all the time.
I know. This is going to be a very exciting show.
What, God?
I said she's uncanny with that. She can just in BB9 this happened, and they had this conversation in the corner of the bathroom, and
yeah. No, she's great. She's got that. That's a memory. Her kids are in big trouble. Just saying. Hey, Ro's in the chat with us tonight. Hi, Ro. So what do you guys think of the first night?
I love the casino theme.
Well, you know what? I'm a little confused because they kept saying beach club. Wait, welcome to our beach club. But now all of a sudden it's a Vegas theme. Right?
Atlantic City's on the beach.
Oh, is that you think that's where they're going? That's the link? I wasn't making.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's a theme that's going to last. It'll last like 3 weeks, and then they'll just move on to something else.
You think the gambling thing was just for tonight?
That's what I wondered if that was like the theme for this.
To lead up to the whole ending, maybe.
Maybe.
That's true. Yeah. Maybe it could have just been for. See, what I want to know is. Like, if they had planned this in advance, did they, bust them in with, a bunch of old people?
Did they feed them a buffet first? Maybe they'll get them a buffet. The have-nots can't go.
Oh, look, we're joined by Rachel, and who's this other person?
Hey! I think I might know her.
Yeah.
Jamie and Rachel in the chat. What's up, ladies?
She says gambling's a season theme. I believe her. No.
Okay. But then she kept saying, welcome to our beach club. Welcome to our beach club. So, Jamie,
look what I can do.
Isn't it? But it'd be weird that they're going to do an Atlantic City theme, but they're in California. But, I mean, maybe they are. That's a thing. They could be. I don't know. All right. So they brought the people in groups of 4. They first did guys, then girls, then guys, then girls. What'd you think of that?
Well, I think I like the fact that they're breaking everybody up into teams and they're keeping the teams balanced. So there's really not going to be obviously what happened last year where it was, 3/4 of the house against everybody else. I like the fact that they're at least starting it off very, very balanced.
Yeah, I felt like after seeing the 16, I thought, wow, this is a better balance of people than they've had, I think, in a long time. Risky offers are okay. We just don't want risky behavior.
I thought she said risque. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll see. That was kind of fun. Would you guys have taken that gamble?
Me?
No way.
No.
Not in a million years.
Yeah, I would.
Why not? Why not, Got?
Well, just, I mean, a bird in the hand, man. You're HOH. You've won the competition, which we know from watching in previous seasons means you got a target already, and now you're going to risk being put on the block.
Right.
I just think that's a bad move.
And Julie's already said like 3 times about Frenchie that he'd won 2 competitions already. Yeah. Like, shut up, Julie. Like, I'm not going to win this. No, you're right. That's an extra bad added benefit for him not taking the deal. Yeah. Then he wins it anyway. He should have flubbed it, right?
Yeah, plus, you're guaranteeing yourself safety right away. Think of what you had to get through just to get onto this show.
Mm-hmm.
And boom, you're already guaranteeing that you're safe for at least a week versus, all right, I'm going to be the first one out of here.
And guaranteeing 3 others. Taking 3 other people with you, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's true.
You just hope you pick the right 3, right? That they're going to be people who are going to be you can build relationships with. It'll be really interesting to see if real relationships come out of these or not.
Well, how about real alliances? Will the teams form alliances, or will they start forming secret alliances across teams?
I think I was actually talking about this beforehand, and I think if you're a smart player right now, you're sticking with your team. I think it's a good idea for a team to maybe pull in 1 or 2 other players from one of the other teams, just to give yourself some early numbers there.
No, I agree. Yeah, maybe you could get, because what did they do last year? Didn't they start out with 8 from the get-go and added 4 more? They had practically the loss. But if you could get another team like the team that came in second place, maybe grab them. You see that They work well together. See if you can work with them a little bit. Like, hey, we'll work together. We won't put you up. You don't put us up. We'll both, we'll try and help you get HOH next week or something.
I see Ro's actually asking, has there ever been teams before? And there was, I think there was a couple. I can think of one season where they brought in the former players.
Mm-hmm. They let them
like the captains or coaches. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then eventually they got to compete against each other for one of them to come back in the game, right?
Right. In fact, Ian Terry's season that he won, he was that was the season that they had the coaches.
What would we do without Jamie? See?
She also pointed out that Claire was a backup and she was added at the last minute because one of the original cast members had COVID.
Oh, really?
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually 2 people that were added. I don't know who the other one is. One of the guys were replaced too, and I don't know the reason for him. But my 14-year-old told me that the gal that got replaced had COVID.
Bummer. Can you imagine? Bummer. Oh well.
Yeah, she was very popular. I know with everybody on Twitter.
Claire was or is?
No, the person that she replaced.
Do you know why she was bald? I don't know anything about her. I just saw a picture of her.
I forget what it's called, but there's a
alopecia.
Yes, thank you.
Yep. I know someone who has alopecia.
What's your excuse, Scott?
Rose says it's only her second time.
What?
Rose says it's only her second time watching the show.
Really? Like your second season or second episode?
Second season.
Second season.
Well, good, bro. I'm glad you're coming back for another season. I hope this one's good. I really felt like they had quite a few smart players. It seems like a lot of fans.
Yep.
And a lot of people who have, like, they seem like we got lawyers, CEOs, we got tech
scientists.
We got one of them's AI engineer coder.
Uh-huh.
What about the gal who's like 21 and going to be a doctor?
Yeah. Graduated.
That was Hannah. Yeah.
16, graduated from college when she was 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, her parents must be super depressed about her, right? Yeah. And then we have a player with a disability this year, with someone that is diagnosed autistic.
That's Brittany. Yep.
Yeah. I think that's pretty amazing because I don't think we've had that before, have we? I don't think so.
And then we have Brent Champagne,
Yeah.
the world traveler.
Well, I don't know. His name just sounds like he should be a dancer, some sort of entertainer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, and then he's an international flight attendant. But did anyone see his uniform? Could we tell insignia the airline? Is it like private jets?
Oh, I didn't notice.
I didn't either. But maybe
It was like black or navy with the vest, right?
Was there a vest?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was like Air France.
Mm-hmm.
At least what came to mind when I saw it.
You know what? That's a good point. If he says international, it's probably a foreign airline, right?
Maybe.
That would make sense why he would specifically say that instead of.
Looks like Jamie loves that Brent fella.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that that Xavier's pulling the "I'm going to lie about what I do for a living." Has that ever worked in the history of reality TV?
There's 4 of them that are doing it this year. Even he's not the only one doing it.
And also Derek, his first season, or the season that he won.
Yeah,
he never revealed that he was a detective.
Right. So there you go. I guess it works.
And I've been lying about being a podcast host.
Does he just figure people hate lawyers, so they're going to throw him out?
No, I think he thinks they'll look at him as a threat. He'll be too smart. He'll be able to sway people, and he'll be too good at. You don't want to be next to a lawyer when you give your final statements to the jury, do you? Like, I'm sure they're going to be able to prepare way better than me, personally. Yeah. So we like the 4 teams for now.
Oh, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I thought there was a lot of energy for a first episode, a lot going on.
Yeah.
Like more happened in this first episode, it seems like, than happened in the first 3 any other season.
Yeah. It was really moving too, right?
Yeah, even like the 4 mini comps, even though I didn't particularly like the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to catch up to get here on time, so I was fast forwarding through the puzzle. But
we appreciate it. But yeah, it looked like a couple times, like the first group, it looked like Derek Frazier, son of
Smoking Joe
Frazier. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, wow. It looked like he had his together. It looked right to me, but apparently it wasn't right. And then,
did he press the button? I thought he was sitting there pondering it when Frenchie.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Too slow. But if Frenchie just did it, and he thought he had it, and he hit it, and they said, no, you don't, that's incorrect. Don't you then hurry up? Because they must be close enough if they thought they had it. Must be
I noticed the second time when Frenchie went to go that Derek was standing in front of his, like, verifying it was right, and he headed that way, but he was too late.
What if he didn't want to win?
Could be.
You think? Yeah, no, I kind of liked him. He seemed real sweet. I got sad when people kept passing him over because it was a better take on a team pick, like whatever, when you have to pick. Because they kept it even, 2 guys, 2 girls each team, right? And they got to see the 2 pictures and do something about them and decide. But Derek F kept getting passed over. That was kind of sad.
But isn't it sad still how, like, the world is still 7th grade because the nerds still fell to the bottom and were the last people picked? And it's like, how could they even tell?
They can only be looking to see who's the most physically fit. You know what I mean? They must be going like that. And I'm not very physically fit. So if I was the captain, that's what I would have been doing because I would need my team to have some. But no, I don't know. You're right. That's what they do. They're not thinking about who's the brains or who's the this or whatever. Who could I work with? Who's not a threat?
Yeah, I was actually, even when they were doing the picking. Here, let me back up for a second. As far as the picking goes, do you think that was rigged in any way?
Oh, absolutely, it was rigged.
Well, you mean the 2 that they got to choose from was rigged?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. But I mean, they still got to choose. but they kind of were.
If you were a producer, you could probably predict that pretty well.
Probably.
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah, actually, the only one that surprised me was, and I should have kept track of this, but pretty much everybody said they don't want to do a showmance. But Claire was one of them who said that she would, but then her first pick was between Xavier and Kyland. I was actually surprised that she picked Kyland.
I think he just has that he looks like just a nice guy.
Right? Oh yeah, well they both.
So I think she picked. I picked the nice guy. Who do I can trust him? And I think that first little blip that they gave for Xavier didn't really say anything except that he was single or something. It wasn't even really very personable. Whereas Kylan's was super personable. If you looked at the two clips side by side, that's how they manipulated it. Don't you think?
Yeah, nice. I think so.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you sold me. That's what I think too. So the 4 teams are the Jokers, the Aces, the Kings, and the Queens.
Yep.
So I think this will go. How many weeks do you think this is going to go? At least until there's a team that's decimated, I suppose. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, probably like that.
I'm going to say I'll give it like 3 weeks because if one team, because realistically you could have one team, ping ponging back and forth. One of those teams could pretty much just get decimated and lose everybody.
I'm going to go on a limb and say they hang on to it for a while, and when that happens, they just take the remaining people on the team and reposition them.
Reshuffle them.
Just shuffle up, like a drop your ball kind of thing.
Ooh, they could do roulette.
There you go.
Interesting. Geez, you see, they need to hire us. We could really help production a lot.
Or Baccarat.
Who knows?
Nobody knows how to play Baccarat.
He's such a great entertainer. Big news this year on the big grand prize. They're not just going to get $500,000, right? They've upped it. Now they're going to get 1.5 times what any other player's gotten in a regular season. $750,000. So
that must really hurt all the all-stars that came last year.
Right? I could never figure out why Big Brother winner wasn't paid the same as what the Survivor winner was paid anyway. Because it just costs them so much more to run that show so long.
It must. I mean,
they don't have international airfare and things to do, so they have to save a lot there. I don't know. I would think their budgets would be similar.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to me, the only difference is like Survivor, you have to stay almost 40 days deserted on an island and put your body through so much. Mm-hmm. The Amazing Race, it's 3 weeks of traveling and wearing the same clothes. But to me, like Big Brother is I'm doing Big Brother right now. We all did Big Brother this year.
But that's not true. We've been told that it's really hard and it really messes with you psychologically. And when you get out of there, you cannot trust anything that anyone says for quite a long time. Because even when normal people on the street talk to you, you think are they telling me the truth? Are they lying?
True.
Right? So I almost think like if I went somewhere and lost 40 pounds, I could eat again. All right? Like I could bounce back from that, I think. Mosquito bites heal and I can eat. But the psychological damage I think that would do to me as a trusting, hopefully optimistic person, I think it might ruin me, honestly. But
Rose asking when they're going to have the merge.
Wrong show, Ro.
That's what she said too.
When are we going to find out who's a Cylon?
That's next season.
Clearly, JP.
Right. So anyone have a favorite player or anything that they're really going to try and root for, or someone who really got them out of the gate?
I'm going to root for Jamie's internet.
I would also root for Jamie's internet. No, it seems like we have a lot of likable people. We'll see. Nobody's except maybe Brent. I think Jamie would say Brent. Nobody came out of it looking right away like they were going to be a big jerk. But Claire, you like Claire?
Well, let's go with each other. God, who would be like two of your favorite standouts that you've seen so far?
I said to my kid that I thought, wouldn't it be funny if Claire, who was the late ad, won, and she I thought did pretty well today, and she's got that quiet personality that kind of takes it all in, and she might not be controversial.
Well, she was interesting. So she's only 25, so she's right in the middle of she's kind of in the middle there. She's an AI engineer, so she does code work. So she's pretty smart. She's the only woman who said she'd like to do an all-women's alliance. But she knows that's going to be crucial to her having a strong women to play with. And she also mentioned that she's not opposed to having a showman, and the fact that she's bisexual. Hey, maybe she can make that work.
I think she said she liked tall guys and short women or something.
Or did she say?
No, she said I've dated a man a foot taller than me and dated a woman a foot shorter or something like that.
Okay, so I don't know. She might be just flexible enough to really like everyone likes her.
Yeah, and I think she's low key enough that because I think if you're too big a personality, you put a target on your back.
Oh, and Jamie says that Claire's a super fan too. Also Frenchie. Well, then that might help Claire as well. Well, I'm glad she was added. I think I might be rooting for her as one of the people I like, just to see how she does, since she was a late addition. And I really hope, and probably Jamie hopes also, that she will do that girls alliance, because come on, ladies, get it done.
Even when they form, they never stay together. They never work.
Those girls, it didn't work with those girls. We just need better girls.
It's true.
22 seasons.
I think for me, I always root for the underdogs. From my first impression of the underdogs is Brittany, Sarah Beth, and the one thing I like about Tiffany is she puts her cat on a leash.
What about Travis? Has to be an underdog.
I think Travis definitely. Derek Frazier, I think he's an underdog.
I would say Derek.
See, I think he's got a likable personality. I think he's going to form alliances, and he's friendly, and he's not going to be seen as a threat to anybody. I think he's going to do all right.
Why do you guys think Travis is an underdog?
Oh, I don't know. He in every moment of screen time he annoyed me, so I have to doing that with everybody in the. I mean, heck, he even annoyed the girl in the pool with him when he kept splashing her during the.
Well, that was just some random pool that he jumped into. He didn't know those people.
Probably Frenchie would be considered an underdog usually.
I'm not sure though.
Well, we'll see. I mean, he'll be likable, but will he fit in with the young professionals? Maybe not.
Because it's funny you said that. My note said Frenchie, old out.
Oh, really?
That was literally what I wrote, and then he went on to win 2 competitions. And
do not judge a book. Do not judge a book. They really did a good job of getting people from all over the country too.
Yes.
So I'm really pleased with that, because it seems like so many years we have so many people that are just from California. So that's great. And then Tiffany, she's our oldest contestant. Just want to throw that out. She's 40, single mom. She's the CEO of her own mobile phlebotomy from Detroit. Underdog, but did you see those guns?
I think
she really hates tires.
So I kind of like her too, because I do always like the underdogs.
The guy from Hawaii. What was his name?
Who? What?
The guy from Hawaii.
Travis.
Yeah. I mean, he just,
It was all that hair, right?
Everyone's going to think I'm just a surfer boy and I'm not smart. And then he goes on to prove he's a surfer boy and not smart.
The interesting thing about him is, I was looking online, he is living in Honolulu, but he's not from Honolulu originally. He grew up and he's from Austin, Texas.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of a, you know what I mean? You're dumb surfer dude, like beach guy, but then you're kind of Texas. So I thought that's kind of, he might be able to talk to more people than we think. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Anything else stand out to you guys?
You know what, I like Julie's really pushing the risks and rewards of this season. I'm really curious to see what they do with it. You know, I always find myself getting excited at the beginning of the season because the twists and the turns that they're really pushing on you sounds exciting. I really hope there are a lot of risks and rewards this year. I really, you know, I saw during the broadcast, I saw season 21's Nick going live making predictions that he thought like maybe right off the bat somebody would get offered a lot of money to just leave the show right away.
That's what I thought. Actually,
Yeah.
thought was going to happen.
But then they should have done that tonight, right?
Right.
Or what if they do it on eviction night? If it's this, then we don't have to have eviction.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Be like slaved in the nick of time. I don't know. That'd be interesting. But this gimmick will not work if no one ever takes the risk. You
But
know
what if they had done like a double or nothing and told him, okay, if you know, no game associated with it, but rather just like a do it or don't, and tell him, okay, you can have 2 weeks of safety, but you can only take 2 people on your team with you or 1 person. Then he's balancing personal safety versus annoying 2 people on his team.
Yeah.
That to me would have been a tough. Well, Travis would have done it.
What do you think?
Oh yeah.
You've so labeled him already. Forget it, Travis. Persona non grata over here. Yeah, I think if they don't take it, like, so this first one that they did, he didn't take it. I wouldn't have taken it. But then he did it, and it didn't seem like it was super hard. And the fact that he was able to do it might then make the people next week think it's going to be easy. It's going to be doable. And maybe they'll take the deal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing with these offers and deals is if they week after week they try to sweeten the pot with something and everyone just says, no, I'm going to stick with the game, it's going to go away after 3 weeks.
Correct.
What if they would have said to him, you do this, and if you don't do it, the second place person gets an opportunity to try to steal your HOH from you? That would have been interesting.
Okay, wait. But if you've already won HOH, why would you wouldn't?
I don't know. It's a twist, right? Is that you know, okay, if you don't go for the double or nothing, then the person under you can steal your HOH by accomplishing the task. That would have really been a thinker, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like the one that they did tonight should have been something that they offered maybe after a couple of weeks because, you know, Frenchie doesn't really know. I forget who. Frenchie didn't really know Whitney, but with that kind of an offer, it's like you almost want to say to Whitney, "I'll take it if you promise me safety." But that would be based on a relationship that you have with Whitney already.
Mm-hmm.
And whether or not you can trust her. What?
No, I know. I'm just getting excited because I'm just already see what the schemes are going to happen this year. I think we have some schemers this year, and I think that's good.
I'm just looking forward to the wall shouters and the controversy on the live feeds.
You like that? You're a member of the Paramount Plus live feeds?
I am. I could technically watch them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We expect a full report then.
No, I'm going to sleep.
Is everyone spoiler free on this, or do people go on? Because I did a couple seasons where I went on the Joker's update and like always knew what was going to happen and it kind of spoiled it, so I don't do that anymore.
I'm kind of a purist. I kind of like to just watch the show. I'll check some stuff out afterwards. I have people in my family because my entire family is Big Brother fans, and I have some people in my family that they are always checking it out, so they know if the game goes over. They're always finding out, and they're like, "Do you want to know? Do you want to know?" Sometimes not. But
I follow a couple of sites. I follow a couple of people on Twitter. Sometimes I'll inadvertently see something. Jamie's in the. I'm in the now ASAP group.
The no
So others are aware.
ASAP, meaning she wants to know the info as soon as she can get it. She doesn't want to wait
Yeah.
till later.
So while it's still going on after the show, she's refreshing Joker's update, going, "What are they going to tell me? Who?"
Yeah, she's like, when it comes to Big Brother, she's completely hedonistic. She needs to have it all right now. I'm like, delayed gratification. I'll watch it later. It'll be fine. So, all right. Well, awesome. Anybody have like any good feelings about anybody other than they think will do far, even if they don't like them?
I'm trying to think who, just based on my instincts, like my first impressions of seeing everybody, I'm like looking at the list here and trying to think who Frenchie would put up. And I hate to say it, but I think like in a first week episode, Frenchie's going to probably target somebody who just doesn't give off that I'm going to be very popular this season vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think
So I think it's
got to be the target.
That's what I was going to lean towards. Like, he's not going to target. You know what? I hate to say it, but I almost feel like your targets are one of the last 4 people that were picked for one of the teams.
Oh, see, I was thinking you would target somebody from the last team that won, somebody from the Kings, right? Because they came in last, so that's fair. And then you pick somebody from a different team. That means from one team, those other 3 votes are going to go to that person, and the 3 people on this row are going to go that. So then it comes down to you and the other team that doesn't have anybody nominated to decide who you want to send home. That makes it easier.
And basically, there's your 6-person alliance.
Ooh, well, 8. It'd be 8. 2 teams.
Right. That's what.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
That's what you
8.
said. Yeah, right. Got it.
Brent could be an easy put up too.
Who?
Brent.
Who would?
Brent could be an easy one to put up.
We'll see. Like, is he going to be the sort of guy that all the girls are rolling their eyes at, or are they going to buy into his smile, just saying everything nice?
That's what draws our 3 fans to here.
Well, I think Whitney will.
Yeah.
You think what?
Whitney will buy into his smile.
Yeah, that's probably why she picked him right off the bat.
Probably. No,
Go
ahead.
I'm going to say my prediction for chopping block this week is going to be Sarah Beth, and I'm going to say Sarah Beth and Derek X.
Oh.
I don't like to say it.
Oh, that's sad. I could totally see Sarah going up, because it would just be easy. She doesn't even look like she'd get mad at you. She'd probably cry though.
Oh no.
I think it's going to be Sarah Beth and Hannah.
I didn't understand why Hannah got picked so late. Whatever.
I don't either, but I just, I just have an instinct that that's the way he'll go.
Dude, can we talk for just 1 second? Because I totally forgot about the whole Azza thing with her dad being in the parliament to the king and her grandfather having 6 wives and 27 kids and 300 grandkids or whatever. Did you see that? It's like, wow, she's got 300 cousins. I'm just going to say it right now. It's a good thing. I hope they don't do America's Choice this year, because she's got a lot of people to vote for.
Ooh. Good point.
She's got 300 cousins, 47 aunts and uncles. That's ridiculous. Come on.
Well, and then when he picked her, he called her the queen, right? So
He did. Yeah. She's so good at my costume. Oh, that's sad. I know she's going to be, she's going to be my kid. Sarah's going to be my kids' favorite player, I bet.
I wonder if they put people on just like, well, this one will go early, but we'll put them on anyway.
I don't know how they do that, but I'm glad that they kind of mix it up so you get a bunch of different personalities. But yeah, the quiet, sweet, nice ones usually go early.
Yeah, so far, definitely with these 16 people, I like everybody's personality from what I've seen so far. Brent was probably the one I just kind of rolled my eyes at.
And who knows? Maybe he won't be bad.
And it's funny is like I'm watching these 16 people and I'm thinking to myself, I can't envision any of them having tempers flaring or fights or having production separate them.
And then
Tiffany, she's ready to brawl.
Who?
Tiffany.
You think?
Yeah. She takes out of Detroit. She's ready to go.
Well, she is ready to brawl in the sense that let's work out. She wants to hit that bag, but I don't know.
No, but she just strikes me as somebody, if you cross her, it isn't going to be pretty.
She did make many mentions to the fact that she likes to have fun. So I hope she's not. I hope you're wrong that she's not that intense, and that she does take the fun side. Because I don't know. I wouldn't want to be probably a 40-year-old single mom who deals with teenagers and then has to be locked up in a house with a bunch of really young. That got me. See, right? You would just be like, oh my gosh.
So don't come to Raleigh this year.
I'm just saying,
That's kind of the opposite, right?
Okay, so I guess that's it. I don't have anything else. Anybody else got anything?
Well, should we throw out first week predictions just because we can see how abysmally wrong we are?
Sure.
It was my idea, so I get to go last.
Oh, are we predicting who's going to go up?
Ultimate winner.
Oh, who's going to be the winner?
Why not? Just throw it out week one. We're all going to be wrong. Right?
I'm going to go with. I almost, you know what, God, I almost agree with you. Like, I would love to see Claire win.
Yeah. I just think she just feels, just from her, what she was saying, that she'll be able to pivot. Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to go final two, Claire and I'm going to go final two, Claire and oh my God. I want to pick a final two here. You know what? I'm gonna say Claire and Azza.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Two ladies. That's a bold pick. I'm gonna go final two, Claire and Hannah.
I almost said Hannah. That was
I was like, don't say my thing.
I'm the only one who picks a guy in the final two. Claire, and I think we all kind of agree she's got a good shot, and Xavier.
Claire and Xavier?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a comp beast, and I think he's charming and he's good looking. And
I think he is too, but I can't figure out why they didn't pick him faster tonight.
All right, I'm going to write this down right now.
He seems very likable.
Final picks.
And he's got the lawyer thing, so if he gets to the end, he would probably do pretty good.
Jamie, you have a final two? Put it in the messenger so we can write it down.
This is where we need our Jeopardy music, right? Yeah. Are we predicting anybody who's going to be this? Like all these people playing with their I'm not going to have a showmance, they're liars, right? Azad.
There's no showmance last year. Oh, Christmas in Memphis.
Azad did say that she's boy crazy. I'm just saying, she's a 30-year-old single lady. Says she's boy crazy. She might be boy crazy.
She says Claire and Frenchie.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good too.
It's a solid pick.
It has to be the final two would have to be two people that are going to work together, right?
Just because super fans forever.
Good point. Though a lot of them this year said that they were fans. So we'll see.
I think this year we should give away to the listener who gets the prediction right $7.50.
That is.
I'll even put up the prize.
That's a whole Starbucks.
I know.
What?
That's a month's worth of Sunday papers.
Jamie, no, they are not.
Yes, they are.
You didn't know that?
No.
My 14-year-old told me that yesterday.
What?
Huh? Yeah, he popped the question a couple days ago. I want to say.
It's all publicity. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I believe it.
Oh, you see here. Oh, I can't unclick it. Oh, there we go. I have to figure out how to work these controls. Okay, fantastic. All right. So Claire and Frenchie, that's a good pick. We'll see if we'll have to watch how their friendship develops. All right, guys. So just so we remind people, Big Brother is Sunday nights, Wednesday nights, and Thursday nights. But for your time at your house, you got to look online, figure that out on your own, because we don't do time zones. All right.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the show.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy Hank TV.
That's right. Jack, give a shout out to Jack.
I know. We're missing Jack this season.
You think he's sleeping? Like right now?
I don't know.
I can tell you he's not watching.
He's not watching. He is going to be back for Survivor when Survivor comes back. So, and that's fine. And yeah, and hopefully Jamie will be back next week where we can see her face and hear her voice because she's got lots and lots of good things to say.
Oh my God, you're in for such a treat. When she comes back, oof, forget it.
She will just drop the knowledge. Boom.
I know.
And thanks to Gott for joining us tonight and JP, who did not think he was going to make it.
I'm going to try.
I mean, you can
promise I will try.
You can pop in. We like.
I've got a lot going on. I mean, you should. I'm looking around. My place is like empty. I sold my carpet yesterday.
You sold your carpet?
Did you sell the light bulbs yet?
Did I what?
Did you sell the light bulbs yet?
I'm getting there. Got my fire inspection tomorrow. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's moving down the street. He said.
Where?
I'm moving one town over.
Nice.
Oh, one town over.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a guest room, so I'll have a studio.
Are you closer to the casino?
No, I'll technically be 3 miles further than I am right now to Atlantic City.
Well, then I have to just really want it. All right, guys. Well, hopefully we'll see who's back next week. Some little grouping of like this, and we'll talk more Big Brother. We'll be back next Thursday night after the very first eviction, okay? So we can.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
That's Thursday night. Did you have a different night that you prefer?
Is that what we used to do? I don't remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the same. That's normal. All right. Sweet. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we're looking forward to this season. Should be lots of fun. And adios. We're out of here.
See ya.
Bye.